Following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 7th chapter, text number 7, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on September 6, 1976, in Vrindavan, India.
Vidyan Chakri Satatsa. This is Vaishnava. Vidya. Vaishnava is always Vidyan. Vid means knowledge, and Van means one who has knowledge. That is called Vidwan. Vidwan. So, back then, he is known as Vedavyas. He is the giver of Vedic knowledge. Vedic knowledge is not given by him. The Vedic knowledge is given by Krishna himself. Tene Brahma Rida Adikavaye. Krishna Vasudev, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, he gave the knowledge to Lord Brahma. Tene Brahma Rida Adikavaye. Adikavi, the original learned person. Just like this modern nonsense theory that there was in the beginning no life. But that is nonsense. In the beginning there was Brahma, the most learned person. So this theory of modern scientists that there was no human being or there was no man, they are all rascal speculation. It has no value. Here we get the knowledge that originally the Vedic knowledge was given to Lord Brahma. And from Lord Brahma, Narada received the knowledge, and from Narada, Vyasdev received the knowledge, and from Vyasdev, by parampara, disciplic succession, we have received this knowledge. The knowledge is the same. There is no alteration. Because it is coming through the parampara system, there is no breakage. Just like from a very tall height, if you give something, but if it is given hand to hand, it does not break. But if you drop anything from very high place, it will be spoiled. Therefore it comes through the parampara. Take for example one fruit, ripened fruit. This Bhagavatam is accepted as the ripened fruit of the Vedic desert tree. Nigama parvatarur galitam paramidam. It is the ripened fruit of all Vedic knowledge. Because Vedic knowledge means to understand God. That is Vedic knowledge. Vedasya sarvai ahameva vedyam. That is Vedic knowledge. To understand the Supreme Lord, the original person. That is the end of Vedic knowledge. So that Vedic knowledge is presented in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and therefore in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, that day offers his respectful obeisance, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Well, Vasudeva is the origin. Vasudeva Sarvameti, Sa Mahatma Sudurlava. One who has known that Vasudeva Sarvameti, Vasudeva is everything. Sa Mahatma Sudurlava. He is not only ordinary Mahatma, he is Sudurlava. Durlava means very rare. And when you add this word, Su, it is very, very difficult. Sudurla. That kind of Mahatma, you sit down properly. Who is that man? You sit down properly. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurla. How one can understand Vasudeva? Bhunam Janmanavanti Gyanavan. After many births, because we are all living entities in this material world, we are all rascals. You must know it. All rascals. Abodha jata. Everyone who is born in this material world, either he may be even Lord Brahma, and down to the small insect. Anyone who has come to this material world, because we are not material, we are spiritual identity. Na jayate na mriyate, wow. Never takes birth, never dies. Na hannati hannamani sarire. This is the identification given by Lord Krishna. But we are so foolish and rascals, we never question that my position is na jayate na mriyate, wow. I never take birth, never I die, then why I am afraid of death and why I am actually undergoing birth and death? I am born, everyone knows, I have come out from my mother, therefore, jayate, so why I am taken birth? And again everyone knows, as sure as death, mriyate. So why this discussion? This is human being. The cats and dogs, they cannot question this. This question is called Brahma Jignasa. That I am spirit soul, aham brahmasmi, soham, I am the same quality as the Supreme Lord. So why I am put into this condition? This is beginning of human life. This is the beginning of human life. And if one does not inquire this, then he is anything. Plain thing. Just like Sanatana Goswami, he was minister, but he could understand that what to speak of becoming a minister, minister can become any rascal. I am the fool number one. Therefore he came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the first question was, Kayami Kanamori Japita. He was never proud that I am minister, I am so learned scholar, why shall I go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and ask him who I am? This is humbleness, and this is the qualification of becoming a disciple. When one becomes humble, when actually one understands that he is fool number one, he has to go to Guru to understand the value of his life, then he is intelligent. And so long he keeps himself in the darkness that I know everything. Who is richer than me, who is learned than me, who is powerful than me, I am this, I am that. That means he is just abodha jata. Parabhavasthavat abodha jata. So long we keep ourselves in this misunderstanding that I know everything, I am a very great person. Then whatever he is doing, it is his defeat. Abodha, parabhava. That is going. The so-called leaders, they do not know what is their spiritual identification and becoming unnecessarily proud, they are doing anything and everything. Abodha jata. They do not know, they will have to suffer for this ignorance. We have repeatedly said that if you keep yourself in ignorance, and if you do, because wrong thing is done by rascals, and ignorant. No intelligent man will do any wrong. That's a fact. And violation of the law is done. Either a criminal willfully doing, or a person, one who does not know the law, he commits. But you know or not know, if you have violated the law, then you have to be punished. Prakite kriyamanani guni karmani sa. Ahankara vimulatma kattaham iti mannati. You are not independent. So back there, he is giving us this knowledge, Vidya. Lokasya jana, the whole population, the total number of the living entities, either he is Brahma or small, proportionately, they are all in ignorance. Otherwise, why Brahma required Vedic knowledge? It is said, Tene Brahma Rida Adikavaye. Adikavaye Brahma, he is Swayambhu. He is so great that he is directly born from Narayana, Swayambhu, not through any material mother. Just imagine how he is great. And Brahma is great, everyone knows. So, he had to take knowledge also. Otherwise, why it is said, Tene Brahmarida Adikavi. Even though he is the most learned Adikavi, he had to take knowledge. So you can say, he is the first creature, there was nobody there. How he took knowledge? Who gave him knowledge? The answer is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam. That Vasudev gave him. Why is Vasudev? There was no. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddese arjuna tishtati. Vasudev means who stays everywhere. Vasati, sarvatra. Vasudeva sarvabhutanam. Sa Mahatma. So Vasudev is there. So Brahma was, although there was nobody else except Brahma, he was in the darkness. Still, Vasudeva was there. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddesa. So he gave this. Tene Brahma. Brahma means Vedic knowledge. So Vasudeva sarvamiti. Vasudeva is everywhere and he is ready to help us. And if we become sincere to take knowledge from Vasudeva, even you are in the wilderness, anywhere you are with Vasudeva. You are not alone. He is so friendly that he is living with you as your most intimate friend. That is described in the Vedic literature. Two birds are sitting in one tree. This is the tree. And two birds, Atma and Paramatma, they are sitting in the same tree. One is acting according to his whims for enjoying senses, and another is simply looking over when this rascal will turn his face towards me. This is going on. Why this stop? So, Vasudeva is always ready to help us, provided we want to take help from him. And he is not only internally he is helping, externally also he is sending his representative to teach us. And there is Shastra, just like this Srimad Bhagavatam. Sadhu Shastra Guru. Guru is there, Shastra is there, saintly persons are there. You take advantage, and the Lord is there within yourself. So why don't you take? This is intelligence. If we don't take the advantage, and this is possible in the human form of life, a cat and dog cannot take advantage of this Sadhu, Shastra and Guru. Only the human being can accept it. Therefore, here it is said, Jasyangvai Sriyamanaya. Jasyangvai Sriyamanaya Krishna Parama Purusha. This Srimad Bhagavatam, Sattva Samhita, given by Vyasdev, not given by Vyasdev. Vyasdev is simply delivering what he has received from his Guru, Chaitanya Guru. He is delivering that knowledge. Vedic knowledge he is delivering. And he has written this book. Lokasya Janata, people are all rascals. So, the advantage we must take. What is that advantage? Jasyangvai Sriyamanaya. It would simply hear. That's all. Just like you are hearing, if you kindly come here and listen the instructions in the Srimad Bhagavatam, you become perfect. Simply by hearing. You haven't got to make any gymnastics or any physical labor. Simply come into the temple, manmana bhavavad bhakta, simply see the deity, naturally we think of deity. Oh, how nicely the Lord is dressed. That is thinking. Manmana, immediate thinking. The temple is constructed after spending so much money. Why? To give you chance of thinking. Because that is the beginning. It is not the money is wasted. Rascals are thinking that unnecessarily they have spent so much money. No. Paropokar. Giving chances to the rascal people to come here and see the deity and think of Krishna. This is what. If he simply thinks, oh, how Krishna is nicely dressed, that is thinking. Manmana. And if you offer little obeisance, Maga Namaskuru, then you still make further progress. Manmana bhavamad bhakta, madhyadi Maga Namaskuru. And if you hear about himself, in this way you become perfect. There is no necessity of very high education, MA, PhD, BSc, no. These things, Jasyangvai Sriyamanaya, here it is said, simply by hearing. Jasyangvai Sriyamanayam Krishna Parama Purusha. The whole idea is how to become Krishna conscious. That is the perfection of life. How to become Krishna conscious. So if we hear this literature given by Vyasdev, Sattva Samhita, Jasyangvai Sriyamanaya, simply by hearing, Krishna Parama Purusha Bhakti Utpattati, because we require Manmana Bhavamad Bhakta. Krishna says directly, Bhavamad Bhakta. So, how we can become Bhagavad Bhakta? And here is the process. Bhakti Utpattati Mungsha. Now, what is the use of bhakti? Just see how Bhagavad is compiled, how nicely, because it is transcendental literature. You can say, what is the use of bhakti? Why shall I waste my time, come in the temple and hear about Krishna? Actually they are doing that, nobody is coming. Such a big temple, of course there are many temples that are going, but in other places also, people have lost interest. All interest, either temple or church or mosque. They do not do. Therefore they are surprised. In America, the Christian priests are surprised because they are closing their churches. In London, I have seen hundreds of churches are now closed. Nobody is going. If there is meeting, only the caretaker and few old ladies go. Because why they will go? That's a fact. And actually churches are being sold. It is not lying propaganda, anyone, English boy, he'll confirm this statement. Yes. People are losing interest. So, here it is said that bhakti ruppadate, bhakti can be awake. It is not an artificial thing. If it was artificial thing, why the English and American boys, they had nothing to do with Krishna, they never heard in their life about Krishna. How? This is admitted by the Christian priest, that these boys, they are our boys, and formerly, before this Krishna consciousness movement, they never came to church, never inquired about God. Now, how it is that these boys are mad after God? They are surprised, and it is actually surprising. Why? Because the bhakti is there. It was not awakened by the so-called leaders and the priests. It was not awakened. Religion means to awaken that Krishna consciousness. That is religion. Savai punsam karo dharma, jato bhakti radhokhaje. That is religion. Religion is not formalities and ritualistic ceremonies. Religion means how to awaken the normal condition to become lover of God. That is normal condition. Love is there, but because we have no objective, because we have no instruction where to place our love, we are loving so many things, up to the dog. Instead of God, we are loving dog. Love is there. The bhakti means, jato bhakti radhokhaje. That means, bhakti means love. Unless you have bhakti, just like you are giving me so many garlands. Why you are giving? Because you love me. Otherwise there is no necessity. There is no necessity. The third person is not coming. But because you have got some love, therefore you are worshipping your spiritual master. So bhakti means love. Without love, there is no question of bhakti. So this bhakti has to be awakened. That is stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Nitya Siddha Krishna. Bhakti is there. As I have said many times, how you have become bhakti. There European and American girls here present, for Krishna bhakti, they have sacrificed everything. Even they do not dress attractively so that they may be attractive to other boys and their life may be spoiled. Why? For bhakti, for Krishna. This is the bhakti. That is Krishna Parama Purushe, Bhakti Utpatti. This is success. Krishna Param Purush. Krishna said, and in the Shastra it is said, and all the sages, all the learned scholars, acharyas, they accept Krishna Parama Purush, the Supreme Power. Ishara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigra, Anadi Radi Govind, Sarva Karana Karanam, Aham Sarva Saprava. I am the origin of everything. Janmadasya Jataha, the Vedanta. Krishna, Brahma, Parabrahma. He is the origin of everything. Vasudeva Sarvameti. One must know it. Vasudeva Sarvameti. Sa Mahatma Sudhariya. These things are there. That's what Krishna is for. Life, success of life means how you can awaken your love for Krishna. Krishna Parama Purusha. Parama Purusha. That is explained in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti Sadhaka Guna. It is not artificially awake. There is already Nitya Siddha. As we are Nitya Siddha, Nitya Nityanam Chaitana Chetananam. We are Nitya. Similarly, Krishna Bhakti is also Nitya. Krishna consciousness is there along with the living entity. It is not an artificial thing. Just like sugar, sweetness is already there. It is the nature of sugar. It is not an artificial thing. Sugar means sweetness. Living entity means Krishna Bhakta. If it is not Krishna Bhakta, he is irrational. Therefore Krishna said, Namaga duskitanam mudha prabodhanti naram. Those who are naradhamas, lowest of mankind, they do not become Krishna Bhakta. They become others. Therefore they are duskitan. Why they are not Krishna Bhakta? Duskitina, full of sinful activity. So you cannot become Krishna Bhakta and indulge at the same time in sinful activity. Then it will be spoiled. You must be very careful. We have selected, we summarized the essence of sinful activities is illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication and gambling. This is the essence. If you save yourself from these four principles, then you become sinless. And unless you become sinless, there is no question of Krishna. Rest assured. Jeshavantagatam papam jalalang punya karmana te dannamaha nimmukta bhajanti maam. One can be strictly engaged in Krishna consciousness when he is free from all sinful acts. Otherwise not. Of course, Krishna is very kind. If you are engaged in Krishna Bhakti, sincere, if by mistake you commit some sin, that can be excused. But if you purposefully commit sinful activity, you will never get Krishna's approach. That is a great. Namnat balad jasahi papa buddhi. That is very great offense. That I am a devotee of Krishna, and just like the Christian people go to church that I am Christ, devotee of Christ, I can do any nonsense, and on Sunday I shall go, I shall admit, yes, my Lord, I have done this. All right, then I will do again tomorrow. This is not one. That is papa buddhi, that somehow or other, let me be at home today, and from tomorrow I shall begin my business. And again I shall come Sunday. This is papa buddhi. Such persons are never excused, but they do not know. But by mistake or by chance, unknowingly, if we commit some mistake, that is excused. Sapadamulang bhajatam yes. Because he is engaged in the service of the God. Not only that, one who is engaged, he will simply admit, sir, from today I shall be your servant. Immediately become all free from us. Krishna said, Sarva dharman paritraja mamekam saranam braja. You just surrender to me and you do it. And immediate ahankar sarva pape pamokta. Immediate. But don't commit again. He can excuse immediately. Apite sudurachara bhajate mamanannoha sadhudeva sama. Not that. You take advantage of it. Don't take advantage of it. And because I have become so-called sadhu, I can do all nonsense and Krishna will excuse. No, that is nama-para. If by mistake or by chance you do something wrong, that can be excused. That is natural. Suppose you are servant, you have committed some mistake. The master immediately does not excuse. He wants, why you have done this? Do not do it. That is natural. Similarly, Krishna Bhakti is there. If we carefully study the song by Sriyamana, study means you can say that it requires education. No, it doesn't matter. Sriyamana. Krishna has given you the ears. Therefore, Vedic knowledge is called Shruti. You go to a proper person, Guru, and hear from. This word is used. Sriyamana. If you hear from the right person, then Krishna Paramapurushe Bhakti Utpaddate. Then you develop your Krishna consciousness. And if you say, what is the use of bhakti? That means, no, it is required. If you are serious, what is that required? Shoka moho bhayava. Things are going on. Shoka, moho and bhava. Bhaya means carefulness. So as you become advanced in Krishna consciousness, more and more you advance, then these three things, Shoka, Moha, Bhaya, will be completely eradicated. That is the gain of Bhakti. Thank you very much.